imagine. I saw that idiot Christian Zionist guy who dances about like a pansy. Saw him at the Democracy Village, where he fitted in very well with the rest of the crats there. And he had a banner, I'll try and find it later, where he said something like, "Christ is coming to bring world government to Jerusalem," or in Jerusalem. Yeah, really, you know, people like him, they need to be, I don't know, they shouldn't be let out. Right, yeah. But then, yeah, everybody's entitled to their view, aren't they? But of course they are. I'm all for different views, but that guy's a complete plank. I can't imagine he's an agent because, fucking hell, he's a complete and utter bonkers job. But maybe I'll bump into him later. So I'll just take you around the start of the march here. Some stands promoting, well, obviously promoting socialism. No cuts, fight for every job. Yeah, okay. I haven't got a problem with that. I would say that, of course, they need to look deeper. Why are there ever problems with getting a job? And when you look into it, it's because there is shortage built into the system we live in because of interest-based debt in our money creation system. I think I might start giving out a few leaflets here. Although I might wait till Trafalgar Square, because they might just dump them or something. I'll wait till Trafalgar Square, and then hopefully they might just take them home rather than leave them, because a lot of people have got banners to carry. So I think I'll leave that till Trafalgar Square. So anyway, it's a lovely sunny day, reasonably warm, possibly the warmest day of the year, and yeah, it's good to not have the global cooling for a day or so. I wonder what this summer is going to be like. Probably not that good. Probably not that good. I've just asked this guy as part of my survey. Hello, sir. I'm just asking various police today. I've spoke to a sergeant here just now for about 5 minutes on it. I'm just wondering if you've ever heard of the term false flag terror.
False
flag terror.
No, never heard of it, sir.
Okay, I'll leave it with you to look it up. It's very, very interesting. It's essentially the documented history of governments and secret services attacking their own people to justify unpopular policies like taking away liberties and going to war. And it's all documented. It's not a conspiracy theory, it's fact. Nice talking to you. Just have a word with this guy here, see if he's heard of it. Hello, sir. I'm just doing a little bit of a survey today around the police to see if they've heard of a term, which is something you can look up. It's a documented thing throughout history, where it's called false flag terror. Have you heard of it? Okay, it's up to you whether you want to look into it. I'll just tell you what it is very briefly. It's documented occasions where governments have admitted, or governments or secret services have admitted attacking their own people in order to justify justify an unpopular policy, such as taking away liberties, clamping down on the population, or going to war, that sort of thing. If you look it up, there's like thousands of pieces on it, and it's all documented. But some of it's bullshit because it's the internet, of course. But if you look at the news, I mean, 95% that's bullshit. So, okay. Bradley Manning. Yeah, I'd say he's been stitched up. Don't know what his connection with Assange is really, because Assange is a total Zionist puppet. I haven't really looked into Bradley Manning in detail, but I get the sense from what I've seen that he's been stitched up. You know, maybe some people will put some comments on this video and enlighten me with some facts about the case, that he either has been stitched up or not. Okay, people having some beers in the sunshine. Everything's okay. The economy hasn't crashed yet. Be interesting to see when it does. You know, I can't believe that they can ever get away with not crashing the economy. Of course they'll have a solution ready to go. It'll be something like carbon credits, you know, some sort of energy credit thing, which will be, of course, restricting our use of energy and resources in this world to keep us controlled. That's basically what it's about. I'll just have a word with this lady here. Hello, madam. I'm just going around. I spoke to, I think, Sergeant Begg earlier. I spoke to her for like nearly 10 minutes. She was very interested in what I had to say. I'm just going around various police today to see if they've heard of the term false flag terror. Are you aware of that term?
It's not a term that's familiar.
Okay, it's up to you whether you want to look it up or not, but it's very, very interesting. What it essentially is the documented history, and indeed in recent history as well, of governments and their agencies admitting to attacking and sometimes killing their own people in order to justify what would ordinarily be an unpopular policy with the people, i.e. bringing in like controls on the people, Big Brother legislation, or going to war, that sort of thing. If you look it up, there are like thousands of articles on it. Some of it, of course, you know, it's like any media, some of it is bullshit, but some of it is absolutely admitted, and it's just that like when these supposed terrorist attacks, they always pin out a like boogeyman very, very early on, but the thing is they never actually prove it to you. I mean, the recent thing with the Boston bombings, those two Chechen guys. I mean, why two Chechen guys would actually attack America when the CIA has been funding Chechen rebels against the Russians? So these guys are patsies for some reason, like Lee Harvey Oswald was a patsy who was set up for JFK, etc. And Osama bin Laden's another patsy. And the thing is, they never actually prove the case. They always expect you just to believe what you're fed by the media, and they never actually tell you or prove you anything. And you'll find this with all these things. They never let you see the CCTV that would prove their case. They never do it. And again, with the Boston bombings, that supposedly an FBI agent has put an affidavit in saying, yeah, we've got film of these guys planting the bombs. Well, just show us it then, and stop. Then people who are like conspiracy theorists will stop talking about all the dodgy things about the Boston bombing that don't make sense. But they never show it to you. 7/7. All they have is like a few stills. They never show you any moving footage, because you can manipulate stills a lot easier with timestamps and stuff like that. Why don't they prove their case? Why didn't Tony Blair actually have a public inquiry into the biggest land terrorist attack on